Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I would like to review the Ordinary Peeling Solution. This is one of their highly liked products, and so I will go ahead and let you know what I think of it. Let's get into it. So for me, this is one of my favorite peeling solutions on the market, and the reason being, one, it's affordable. It is relatively really cheap. If you've never had a peel before, obviously this is a high percentage peel, a big league of exfoliators on the market. So if you have never used anything a high percentage of chemical exfoliators, or if you've never chemical exfoliated before, obviously you would want to patch test this, or you want to start with something a smaller percentage. The Ordinary has other lactic and glycolic acid that are 10% and 7%, so they have a lot lower percentages, so maybe not go so high on your first round of chemical exfoliate. This is my favorite, not only because it's affordable. High percentage of chemical peels are not available for the general consumer. A high percentage of peels often are regulated by estheticians or dermatologists, and that's because you do not want to put on something as heavy as this and not know how to remove it, how to gauge the skin. My favorite thing, and again, the price for me is untoppable because other heavy exfoliations that you get on the market are pricey. For example, Paula's Choice, but even that I think runs anywhere between $22 to $25, so even that is relatively cheap. So getting these for $7-8, it's does an incredible job. Like I said, the Ordinary is known for result driven ingredients, and I trust them. I trust them with my face, and I trust them with my money. So for me, this is one of the best exfoliating solutions out there. So my suggestion is that you use it on clean face. So if you don't know how to use it, you start with clean face, completely clean face. I preferably suggest that you do not use retinol.
I've never been online
Or any other heavy chemicals before that you use it, say hydroquinone or any other heavy chemicals on it before. Make sure that you patch test this before you put on all over the face, because you might be sensitive from something, and then this is a heavy exfoliation, so therefore you might be again oversensitive. So a quick story time. For me, when I first got this, I was over in my head and I was thinking, of course I have used multiple peels before. I was fully ready and I was just underestimating what the product can do. So I've actually left it on longer than the suggested time. I've left it on overnight. I know it only says 10 minutes, so that's how you know I was very much in my head. And so I left it on overnight, and when I woke up, it was literally chewing on my skin. It's like I feel it like sinking into my skin. And so I woke up and I had this giant red bloody looking peeling burn that I've ever had from a chemical peel. So like, again, this is no joke. You are somebody who've never had any of these kind of chemical peels, then again you want to be super careful. So for receipt, hopefully I'll find the picture I've took and I'll be able to insert it, but if you see it, it's a bit horrifying. And so again, please proceed with caution and make sure you spot test. What I see a lot of people ask about this is whether if you should moisturize after using a chemical peel, and also if you are moisturizing, which moisturizer you should use. And so for me, I would say chemical peels often make you feel dry and kind of dehydrated, so I would say follow up with something hydrating, something very mild, or maybe like a hydrating mist, whatever that is, to just cool off your skin. Result is immediate. Like, honestly, I'm telling you, the result is super. I'm wearing any makeup so you guys can see. Currently breaking out on my forehead because of my new job, and I've been spending a lot of time in the sun and in the dirt. Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, boy, I'm almost off.
It's rough. So, but again, I did this right before I got on this because I just did not want to put foundation on. I want you guys to be able to see my skin. I'm very result driven. There's no downtime. Unlike other peels, you don't really flake. You don't really need 3 to 4 days to not go anywhere or to not go to your events, or you're going to flake under your makeup, and none of that. And also in that sense, it's mild, where it's not going to really go deep into your dermis, but it's gonna remove those dead skin cells that we often are not seeable to the eyes. The other thing to do is make sure you put on sunscreen, make you sensitive to the sun. So make sure you follow up with sunscreen, not only the day of when you use this, but even following up according to their suggestion from the sun, at least a week. Obviously we can't all stay away from the sun, and we all have jobs and things to do, but make sure you go heavy on the sun. Make sure you have a hat on or some other form of protection. You don't want to ignore that, or you might do damage more than good. That's how hyperpigmentations are formed. Hyperpigmentations are formed
slowly but surely over time. So you want to prevent that. You might not see it next week, you might not see it next month, but a year down from the line.
This is one thing. For my very sensitive skin types, if you really want to try it, what I suggest is you can maybe mix it with a gel, let's say a gel mask, no active ingredients. You can just put a couple of drops of this and use that. It's amazing. Or if you just want to use it in certain areas, for example, if you have a lot of blackheads, or if you get whiteheads under your chin or whatever that is, you can just use to do spot treatments, to just declog and to, you know, to just give your skin a boost. So
in the beginning,
please avoid eye area. I am a little bratty person, so I do use it around here, or around your eyes. I would not go past here. Just avoid the eye area. I do go over my eyebrows, because at the end of the day, dead skin cells are everywhere, including your eyebrows. You don't need to avoid your eyebrows. It hasn't done nothing damage to it. In fact, it's going to be a good thing for it, in my personal opinion. Again, proceed with caution when I'm saying this, because you know yourself and you know your skin type and you know what can make you sensitive. For me, yes, I do use it on my eyebrows, because still sometimes I do get breakouts under my eyebrows. Here and there I get little bumps under my eyebrows, so to fight those I do use it. I wish I used it often, and I do forget about it, but holy grail of all bottles. Also, you can use it once a week to start with, and if you feel totally comfortable with that, you can maybe up it to twice. Comment once a week, because you don't want to over process your skin, especially if you're already using other active that has some kind of exfoliating factor to them. Even a cleanser that has exfoliating factor to them, you might not need to go heavy. I hope I've answered your questions, some of them. If you have any more question on the product, please go ahead and let me know. Turn on your notification, and thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.